Hi, this is Jillian. I'm going to walk you through the process of using Subly on your iPhone today. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll actually show you how to get Subly on your phone. It's not an app, but I have a special hack that you can use to put it on your phone. So stay to the very end. Okay, so we're going to start by tapping the Subly icon that is on my phone. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's going to bring up the familiar screen that we see on the desktop version, but now it's on the phone. So let's see how this all works. So to get started, all I have to do is tap the button that says Get Started, the purple one. So I'll do that. And if you already have an account, you can type in sign in. If you don't have an account, it's free. You don't need a credit card or anything to get started. And you have a choice. You can sign up with Google or you can sign up by using your email address. So either way works. But I already have an account, so I'm just going to go ahead and type in sign in. And I'm going to go put my email address and then put my password. And then I'm going to type sign in. Okay, so I don't usually save my password, so I'm just going to say not now. And there we go. So I see that it shows my Subly balance at the top of the screen. So I can see that it is 9 minutes and 13 seconds. If I want to upgrade, I can choose to push the upgrade button or tap the upgrade button and I can upgrade. But this will just walk you through everything that's involved. Okay, so right now it is bringing in every video that I have that's already sitting there. So it doesn't matter whether I bring the video in from my computer or if I bring the video in from my phone, all of them are going to be sitting in the Subly library for me on my dashboard. So this is kind of convenient. So if I was out and about and I was making a video and I started it on the phone, I could always go back to the desktop and I can finish it. So it's kind of like basically it's setting up a video library for you in Subly that you can access in either place. So that's kind of cool. So you can go either way. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a new file just so that I can walk you through the whole process. So to do that, all I have to do is tap the button that says upload a file. And I can select a file from my device or from Google Drive. So I'll just go ahead. Actually, you have to have Pro to do the Google Drive. So I'm going to select a file from my device and I have a choice. I can go to the photo library on my phone. So anything that I've already done, I can use that and subtitle that. And I can even actually take a video and I can start doing one right here in the app. So I'm not going to fiddle with that. And then, of course, I could browse and probably go to Dropbox or Box or something like that. But I'm just going to go to the photo library on my phone, keep it simple. Okay, so here we go. I'm in my photo library and let's choose a video. So I'll just choose this one because it's only 40 seconds and it's not going to take too long. So that is the video right now. So I'm going to do choose and it's going to upload my video to Subly for me. So there we go. And at this point, it's really a good idea to give your project a name. Subly is going ahead and putting just a random name for you, but it's going to make it confusing and you don't want to have to fiddle around with that later. So I'm going to just go ahead, hit replace, and then backspace, and then that clears out the whole field. So I'll give it a title. So I'm just going to call this Test Today. How's that? Test Today. That's what it's called. So here I can change the language it's spoken. So I'm in the United States doing English, but if I was Scottish or this or that or anything else, choose my language. And then that way it's going to use that artificial intelligence to really get fine-tuned to my accent. So I'll just go ahead and leave it at United States English, and I'm going to do tap, upload, and transcribe, and away it goes. It's uploading now. Takes a few minutes. Okay, so it tells me my file has been uploaded and we are now converting it. So what it's doing is it's going through now and transcribing the audio for me. It's going through and making those captions, which I'm going to be able to edit in a second. So it takes a couple minutes. And now it says your file has been converted. We're working on the transcription. Hang tight. So there we go. Hanging tight. It's like looking at a microwave going, hurry, hurry. make sure my webcam doesn't go off here. So now it says my file's been transcribed. You're all set to review it. So in order to do that, I just have to tap on the video, and now we see a button that comes up that says edit. So of course, if this is the wrong one, I could go ahead and delete it by hitting the trash can, but we're going to go ahead and edit it. So I'll tap edit, and there is my video. Okay, so we see we've got to make some changes because my name isn't correct. So my name is Jillian. So if I want to make any changes, all I have to do is tap in this area, and then I can just come in here and I can fix it. So let's put in the correct spelling of my name. Okay, so hi, this is Jillian. I wanted to take a walkabout video to show you where I'm listening to Jules's podcast Out and About when we're walking in Las Vegas. So right now we are, and there's Max. So we can just go ahead and keep playing this. And I know you can't hear it, so we'll just kind of stop there. But as you can see, I can come into any of these areas. I just have to tap, and that's how I edit the captions. So it's pretty straightforward to come in here and make any changes that you want to make. So if I hit done, then that's it. It's easy peasy. Now, what's really nice about Subly is that I can come in here and I can customize the font, the font type, the font size, the colors, and all that sort of fun stuff. So here's how you do that, because you look at it and you go, okay, so what do I do? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to tap that X, and then now I can get into these menus down here. So we see right now that my font is Verdana. So this is style. So let me just walk you through the menu first. So we have style, which refers to the captions, the style of the captions, which is going to be the font and the size and the color and all that jazz. Then we get into logo, which is a pro feature. So you can't do this, but if you're on the pro version, you could upload your own logo. You could turn off the Subly watermark and all sorts of different things like that. And then decide where do you want to put the logo, how big you want the logo to be. So a lot of customization. Headline, if you want to have a headline at the top of your video, that's where you would do that, which is another pro feature. And then the size, that's really interesting because that means that you can go ahead and change the aspect ratio, which means that you can take a 16:9 video like this and put it, you can make it square. So, if you want to have a square video, if you want to put it in a letterbox format where you have a color at the top and a color at the bottom, that's what you do with the aspect ratio, with the sizing. So that's good as well. So anyways, on the free version, we pretty much can just fiddle around with the style, but that's great because it is free and it's a great way to get started. I totally suggest you all upgrade to Subly because it's a great program. But if you want to start with free, they're cool with that. So the first thing I can do is I can change the font. So as you can see, there's all sorts of different fonts that I can choose some. So maybe I'll just make it Arial, makes it nice. And then the font size. So right now it's set at 72, and we might say, that's a little bit big. Let's maybe take it down to like 58. That might be good. So then I can come over here and I think I made it 56 actually. I can make it bold. I can make it not bold. I can make it italics. I can do different things like that. I can even choose the alignment. So I can have it to the left, to the right, in the center. I like my stuff in the center, so I'll leave it there. And then the effects is how I can change. Do I want it to be just the plain text by itself? Do I want it to have an outline to it? Do I want to have a drop shadow? So we can see that you can do different things. So I'll just leave it with the background color because I want to show you how to change the color of the background. So to get out of effects, all I have to do is tap the X, come over here, and right now, it's boring, it's black. I want to do something jazzy. So all I have to do is tap the color. So I tap that black, and now look, I can change it to red, to blue, to green, to purple, pink, and I like the purple. I'll leave it purple. That's kind of cool. Or maybe I could make it green, blue. Doesn't matter. Just choose whatever color you want. And if you say, I'd really like it to be my brand color, easy peasy. All you have to do is tap that little plus, and then here you can see that you can type in your hex code, or you can just fiddle around and choose a color that you want. But I suggest if you have a specific brand code, put that hex code here, and then you're going to just get it perfect. Perfect. Okay, so at this point, I look at it and I say, okay, I like how that looks. So I'm done picking my color. So I'll tap the X. And then here is the last thing that I might want to do, which is the position. So where do I want those subtitles to be? I can put them at the top, I can put them in the middle, that'd be kind of silly, or I can put them at the bottom, and I can even do custom margins. So say for instance, I say, well, you know what, I want to maybe just like 50 pixels from the bottom, then it sits right down at the bottom and then it's below my chin. So that's something that you can play around with. Choose whatever's right for you. You'll see what you like and what you don't like. So just good to know that you do have those options and that you can really fine tune this. Now, at this point, I can download the file, and this is a little tricky, so watch carefully. So, if I want to download the file, I have to come up here where it says download, tap that, and then right now it's going to download it as the 16 by 9 landscape because we're just in the free version. So we don't have a lot of choices here because we are on the free plan. And then all I'd have to do is tap download. And this is going to burn my subtitles right into the video. So I'm not going to have to fiddle around with an SRT file. If I was on the pro version and I wanted to download an SRT file, that would be an option. But right now, we just want to do what's called open captions, where we're actually burning those captions right into the video, which really makes it easy for a program like LinkedIn so that you can just upload one file. LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to put your social media videos, this is great to have them with the open captions because then you get exactly the way that you see it is the way it's going to be. So it's processing that now. So essentially what's happening now is sort of the Subly server is running around baking those captions right in for us. So at this point, I get a message that says, do you want to download this? So I have to confirm and I say, yes, I want to download it. Okay, so here's where it gets tricky. Where has it been downloaded to? So it's almost think of it as being like now it's accessible for me to put somewhere, and I have to figure out where I want to put that. So what I want to do is I want to go up to the upper right corner, and you see that little arrow in a circle? I'm going to tap that, and then I'm going to say where I'm going to tap which is the file. So here it is, and I can see it. And there's my captions baked right in, which is awesome. So then what I have to do is I have to now say specifically where do I want to put those captions. So let me pause myself. And what I want to do is I'm going to tap the little box in the bottom left corner. And now I have the option of where on my phone do I want to put this video with these captions. So of course I could send them over to my MacBook Pro, but that I don't want to fiddle around with that. So what I can do is I can go through here and, they unfortunately they don't have I think it's LinkedIn. We don't have the ability. If it was Facebook, I could just tap Facebook and off I go. But with LinkedIn, they don't actually, LinkedIn doesn't allow that sort of integration. So that's kind of a sad thing, but that's LinkedIn. That's not Subway that, because I've noticed that with a lot of other ones. But I could also send it to Box. I can do, you wouldn't want to email a video, it's just too big, but I could do it to Facebook. I could do it to Box. Here's Box. You could have Dropbox, whatever you have access to on your phone. Those are some of the places you can save it. But what I'm going to suggest is you actually just save the video to your camera roll on your phone because that just makes life easier when you're trying to upload it to LinkedIn. So I'm going to just tap where it says save video, and then that video has now been saved. So then I can do done. That video has now been saved to my photos. So let's go have a look at it and we should see it right here. There we go. There we go. There's my video. So it's ready for me now to upload to LinkedIn. So let's just finish it out by showing you that extra step. So I'm going to come over here to LinkedIn. I'm going to tap on LinkedIn, open up the app. And then if I wanted to do a new post, I'll just come over here to post. Whoops. I'll just come over here to post. And then what I want to do is I want to upload this, but remember it's on the camera roll. So I want to upload it as a picture. That sounds kind of confusing, but it does make sense. So what I would do is I would come over here and I'm going to tap the icon that looks like the picture, right? Like a graphic. So let me tap that. And now that opens up my camera roll. So there is my video right there. Do you see it? Okay. And then all I have to do is tap. I can play it if I want, but I see that Subly logo in the upper right corner, so I know I've got the right video. So what I want to do is I want to push the little arrow in the blue circle. So I'm going to tap on that, and ta-da! It is now in my LinkedIn post ready to go. So of course I could tap in and type a little message to go with it. And there we go. There's my video. Easy peasy. At this point, I do my message, hashtags, and all that other fun stuff. Hit the post button in the top right corner, and away I go. I've done this all from a phone. I didn't need to, fiddle around, go to my desktop, do anything like that. So I think this is really easy peasy. I love it. Great program. Free version. You don't get better than this unless you upgrade to Pro, because if you upgrade to Pro, you get some cool features. Oh, and I almost forgot. I was going to show you, so I'm going to actually cancel that because I don't want to do that right now. What I'm going to do is I promised to show you how do I get Subly onto my phone so it looks like a little app. It's not an app, it's just an icon. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what I do is I go to Subly and just type in, getsubly.com. And then what I want to do is I want to tap this little box with the arrow in the bottom middle of my phone. So I'm going to tap that. And then what I'm going to do is see it's got subtitle your videos auto magically. So what I want to do is I want to add this to my home screen. So all I do is I tap the plus and then I confirm upper right corner by tapping add. And there we go. There's the icon. Is that cool? So I don't need two of them, so I'll delete one. So let me go ahead and do that now. So I'll just tap and delete it, and it's gone. So that's a fun way that you can always access Subly right from your phone. Love it. And I hope that you really enjoy using Subly when you're out and about with your phone.